know WWE staged its first ever pay-per-view in Italy? It was packed with belts, brawls, and tribal combat. I so cannot with how wild this show was. Hello, I'm Emma, and I'm in an epic mood today. We are spilling some seriously spicy tea.
So, let's talk. Clash in Italy happened in Turin at the Inolpi Arena at the end of spring, and it was WWE's first premium event in the country. Only 5 matches, but stacked with Raw and SmackDown stars. Compact, high wattage, zero filler, just the way I like my drama and my espresso. It mattered beyond the ring, too. WWE wanted a bigger footprint in Europe and did a whole weekend takeover, even running Monday Night Raw in the same building the next night. Oh, and in the US South, they simulcast the first hour on ESPN. That's the big sports network. Then the full show streamed on ESPN's app in the US South, Netflix in most countries, Supersport in Sub-Saharan Africa, and Abema in Japan. That is not just wrestling, that is distribution domination. Let me set the scene with a quick story. Years ago, I went to this massive wrestling show in New York, a pay-per-view level card with fireworks, pyro, all of it. The place was vibrating, you could feel the bass in your ribcage. I had staked my heart on one match, total must-win for my fave. The entrances hit, the crowd was singing like a soccer stadium. I'm getting chills just remembering it. And then, because wrestling is wrestling, chaos walked in. An uninvited run-in, a chair shot, ref is down, my section is booing like they just found out their ex is now dating their Pilates instructor. It was messy and maddening, but when the dust settled, I realized that's the sauce. Live wrestling is unpredictable by design. It's athletic theater where anything can and will go left at the worst moment. That volatility is addictive. Clash in Italy lived in that exact sweet spot. Interference, weapons, disputed calls, all of it. And yet it felt curated, not random, which is the line you want to walk. Okay, let's move on and break this down for the non-superfans, because I got you. WWE is a US South-based sports entertainment company, translation, athletes who are also actors telling ongoing stories in a ring. Pay-per-view or PLE these days is a big-ticket show you buy to stream live. The matches are scripted, but the danger is real. And yes, the emotions in that arena are not fake when you're screaming with 10,000 best friends. The roster is split into Raw and SmackDown, and this show mixed both, giving it that Avengers crossover energy. WWE announced this Italy first the prior year, which signaled we are planting a flag in Europe. Then in spring, they confirmed the title, Clash in Italy, and locked the Inolpi Arena. Tickets flew, and boom, history night. Now for something different, the main event was ridiculous in the best way. Roman Reigns, the longtime franchise star and cold-blooded champion, defended the World Heavyweight title against Jacob Fatu, a legit member of the famous Anoa Samoan dynasty. And it was tribal combat, no disqualification, and the family's tribal chief status was on the line. That is not just a belt, that is grandma's table and the family crest kind of stakes.
They fought everywhere, through the crowd, on the steps, with a toolbox, into an exposed turnbuckle, and a table spot that had me yelling at my screen like it could help. Fatu landed a mighty moonsault, a jaw drop off the top rope for a big man. Roman tanked it, survived, and then stacked spears, one through a table in the corner and one to close. He kept the belt and the tribal chief crown. Emotionally, that read like a family funeral and a coronation at the same time. Messy, violent, cathartic.
Okay, pause. This next part is everything. The opening match had Cody Rhodes' American Nightmare defending the undisputed WWE Championship against Gunther, the ring general with that sadistic calm. It was a sprint, 12 minutes, counters on counters, Cody cutter, crossroads, Gunther's powerbombs, a sleeper, big fight feel. Cody pinned him, but the replay showed Gunther's foot under the bottom rope during the final count. That is a rope break. That pin should not stand. The ref missed it and the result stood.
So, did WWE mess up? Or did they do what they always do? Let controversy fuel the sequel. Personally, I think it's a calculated miss. Keep Cody's momentum, give Gunther a grievance, and now the rematch is hotter. And by the way, Paul Heyman, the master strategist manager character, literally cashed in an owed favor to help set this matchup. Weeks earlier, Gunther saved him from a beatdown. And boom, paperwork appears. That is Mafia energy. Just saying.
Critics were split. Some loved the pace, others said it felt short and mid by their lofty standards. CBS Sports, a major sports media outlet, landed around a B+ and said it left something to be desired. For 11 Mania, a long-running wrestling review site, called it strong but rushed. I'm in the camp that says, let it simmer, the rope drama is the hook. We eat on the rematch.
Let's jump to the next thing. Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill for the women's title was a glam war. Rhea's the powerhouse champion. Jade is a sculpted superhero challenger. Jade's crew, B-Fab and Meechin, tried to tip the scales.
Then Charlotte Flair, the multi-time champion wrestling royalty, ran in to even it up. Jade still hit Jaded, Rhea kicked out and slammed home a Riptide. It mirrored their big WrestleMania clash. Chaos ringside, champion refuses to die. High key, that's a look for Rhea's reign. Yes, queen!
Speaking of heavy hitters, Brock Lesnar returned from that fake-out retirement vibe and faced Oba Femi, who had been unbeaten on the main roster. Lesnar is the final boss. Femi is the new Colossus. They did table spots, F5 says, Kimura lock teases, pure Haas fight. The finish saw Lesnar countering fall from grace into an F5, and Femi finally takes an L.
Now the booking tea. Was it right to have Brock and Femi streak? Forbes, a business magazine with a wrestling columnist, and CBS Sports both gave it an A+. They loved the shock in the layout.
For R1 Mania was more cautious. They worried it might cool a rising star too soon. I think it worked because Femi still looked like a monster even in defeat. And Brock is that special attraction who changes the weather. Sometimes the rub is worth the risk.
Oh, and a sneaky show stealer. Sol Ruca beat Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental title. For anyone new, Becky is a crossover star and a made woman in WWE. Sol is the explosive up-and-comer with viral athleticism. Becky tried every trick. Armbar traps, even shoved the ref into the ropes to disrupt Sol. Sol fired back, hit Becky's own manhandle slam, then landed the Sol Snatcher. Upset City. That is how you mint a new player on a big stage.
Big picture, the show reviewed well. Outlets praised the physicality and production. Some wanted more headline changes. But between the ESPN simulcast move and Netflix carriage internationally, the social reach was huge. ESPN is the casual sports fan front door. Netflix is the global living room. You tell me you did not hook a few new fans with that first hour, and I will show you a lying liar who lies. Let us dissect this for a sec. Why does tribal combat matter beyond a belt? Because it blends sport and myth. We are watching a family power struggle play out as a sanctioned fight. It's Shakespeare with steel steps. That is the secret sauce for wrestling's pop culture relevance in this decade. Take real-world tensions, package them in spectacle, and make you care who runs the table at Sunday dinner. If I could wish for anything next, it's a docuseries tracking these international weekends. Think Drive to Survive, but with pyro and ring gear. Netflix could follow the build, the media moves, like the ESPN simulcast gamble and the backstage nerves. I would binge that in a day, no question. Okay, what's next? Next time I'm diving into the rise of a brand new wrestling superstar and how their glow-up is bending the entire upper card around them. Trust it is a kismet moment in the making. Okay, we covered a lot. Sit with that for a sec, and until next time, keep living rent-free in the world of wrestling.